Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we're going to work on a really simple um, leather and elk antler necklace. We're going to use a few of our beads from our Jesse James Beads Ambassador Pack, their bead strand Spring Lake. They came with two big porcelain big hole beads, and these are going to be perfect for this necklace. So let's turn down and we'll get working on it. So as you can see, I have a pretty good length of suede leather. This is, I think it's 37 inches. I just cut it to the length I thought it would work nice. And then I have a hunk of elk antler with a hole in this one side. Now, I got this from Randy Brown at Thunderhorse Descendant. She got it for me at Taylor's Falls Bead Store. But anyway, so that's a piece of elk antler. These are the two porcelain beads from the Spring Lake bead strand. They've got a really good size hole in them, so I'm sure they'll go over the leather, both strands of leather, really good. And then I have one large silver spacer, excuse me, and three smaller ones. We're going to put this large one in between these two and one of these on either side. And this one's going to be the slider for the back, so you can adjust your length. Ones that's going to be the most difficult to put on are these little guys, because they're going to be pretty tight. But I think we can manage it. So the first thing we want to do is put our leather through our antler. Now, if this doesn't go in, you're going to have to make yourself a wire bell. But mine went in all right, so we will get this down to the middle. There we go. Our antler's in the middle. And then the next thing we need to do, now I have cut the ends of my leather at an angle. It's easier to get them in usually into your beads when you do that. So the first thing we want is one of these little silver ones. So we need to get both strands through this. And I know, easier said than done, because these are tight little guys. I can't remember where I got these at, but they are, oh, I may have to, I'll measure them for you in a minute to tell you how big they are. Let's work this through. See if we can get this with the pliers and pull it through a little easier. There it goes. Now we want to slide this first one all the way to the bottom. You just have to ease it on down there, a little bit at a time. And then you want to decide how big of a gap you want here at your antler. Do you want it just a teeny bit, or do you want it quite a lot? I'm going to put mine about right there. So then the next bead is one of our porcelain ones. So we just feed that through. And as you can see, when I pulled this through, it unevened my leather, but not by much. That's all right. So then the next one is this big one here. This has a slightly bigger hole, so it's going to go on easier. Its hole size is about the same as the porcelain bead, which is, let's check. This hole size is about 6 millimeters, so pretty darn good sized. And then this one, for the tiny one, the hole size is about, come on, get hold of it better. Now let's do it on the mat. Might be easier. It looks more like 4. Yep, that's exactly what it is. This whole size is 4 with the outer size of 6, almost 7. Whereas this bigger bead, like I said, it's got a 6mm hole, and the outer rim is, looks like about 9. So in case you need that information, there you go. And then let's get the second porcelain bead on. And then another one of these little tiny guys. And this is going to hold this from sliding around too much down here, and from this sliding up and all over the place on your necklace. Now this necklace will work just great for either a guy or a gal, depending on, you know, their styles. Not all guys would want to wear this, but I know quite a few who would, and not all gals would. They'd think it was a little too masculine, maybe, but or too earthy, maybe. I think they're pretty cool looking, but to each his own. Like I say, we're going to work this next bead down on here. And we're almost to that. No, I may not need the pliers this time. There we go. We got it. So let's just ease that bead down the suede until we get, oh, it's twisting up a little bit. Let's see if we can sort of get that untwisted as we go down. And tighten it up just a little bit more so it stays snug where it's at. And there we go. There is our necklace almost done. Now all we have to do is put this last one up here on the top and tie knots in the string so it will not come loose. So let's get this last one on here. Try and get this leather straightened so it's not got a big kink in it when we put it together. Here we go. And now we put this through here. The last little bit. Now, because I had them slightly different lengths after I pulled them through, that first bead through, this is going in different. But I think we're still going to get it in here. This is the one we definitely want to be a tight bead, though. The other ones could be looser if you didn't want to have a tight bead, you know, have these, making sure that these pieces stay where you want them, which is more or less why I have the smaller beads on here, though I think that they look really good here. But this one is our adjusting bead. So what we want to do here is make sure that we have the same length, and it looks like this side may be a little bit longer yet. So let's see, swing it up with your fingers, pull it, pull it, pull, and now I've got it the right length to both. So now we're going to push this bead down for a ways. I'm going to cut these the same length. Just take your flush cutters and cut them, and I cut mine at an angle. I like the look of it better. Now right here, if you wanted to, you could put another small bead or something on here. I don't think I'm going to, but you could. So then just tie an overhand knot. In both of your strings. Try and get them about the same place because you want these to be pretty consistent with each other. There we go. And then this slider bead, as you can see, can slide right up there to those. And then it's that length, but if you want it a lot shorter, you can slide it down quite a bit. So this is a go over the head type of necklace. So there we go. She's done. So let's turn around and we'll look at it. I may even put it on so you can see what I mean about switching the size and stuff. Here we go. Here's our antler necklace using the 2 beads from Spring Lake, Jesse James beads, some leather. This is turquoise that I got from LeatherCordUSA, some slider beads, the piece of antler, and just goes right over your head, like. And then if you want to shorten it up, just pull on your little silver bead. Pull it up. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we've worked on this really cute antler and leather necklace with the porcelain beads from Spring Lake from Jesse James Beads, which were in my design ambassador kit for December. I think this really is cute. Like I say, you can adjust the length by just sliding the little slider bead, and it's a pull over your neck kind, so it makes it really simple to get on and off. And I hope you like that. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.